Hi, y'all. This is Pam at Pink Dragonfly Wings, and we are going to continue our 6x6 venture to use up these 6x6 pages. Oh, y'all, excuse me. My nose is running so bad. These allergies are about to kill me. Uh, and I did the last video, but I stopped. I had 3 projects to do, but y'all, I am such a slow crafter. I don't know why I think I can get 3 done in like 45 minutes or something. And I hate for my videos to be, 3 hours long and we're sitting here going, "Oh my God." But so I decided to just do one project last time. I'm going to move on in and do another project this time. And then I'll do another video and we'll do the third project. And then hopefully we'll think of something else to do. So there we go. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make another one of these little 6x6 fold over edgy things. And this one is going to be permanent. It's not going to come off. It is going to just stay. All right, here's what we got. Here we go. What in the world? And what in the goodness? Okay. All right, this is what this one looks like. It's very similar to the other one. Very. Okay, except that on this one, well, let me take my paper clip off so I can open it. On this one, we do intend to glue on all sides. Okay, so we'll glue it on all sides. Let me get my handy dandy journal out again. And let's see here. So this one will go right in here. And it is, because these little tags are going to stick out so much, I decided to make it definitely a page edger. So it is just to edge the page. And we're not going to use this as a pocket like we did on the last one. We're going to glue it down and make it stable. You'll have all of this writing space for a journal if you so choose to do that. So this one's a little bit different. Same premise, same idea, but a different premise, a different way to use it. And then the one that we're going to do next time is just another take on that. So this is our little, doesn't open up if you got your cards in there. Have to take those out. But this is our little 6x6. I colored it brown on the inside just because it was only decorated on one side. So this is an example that you can use one-sided paper as well. And with it being glued in, this is our page, and we're going to glue it in. You're not going to see the inside of that anyway. At the time that I dyed it, but at the time that I inked in there, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I went ahead and inked. But if you're not going to, and you are just going to glue that on there, see, even on a 6x6 piece of paper, that looks like a pretty little edge. And then you've got your tags to go with it. So you don't have to have tags if you don't want. You don't have to have small tags. You could put a bigger tag in there, if I can find one. Well, that's not very much bigger, but you could put another bigger tag in there. However you want to. Just remember that with this being on the side of your page, right here, this is going to stick out of your journal a little bit. So let me show you on my journal here with this bigger tag in it. Well, it did the same thing on the smaller tags too, so it really doesn't matter. It's just something you need to be aware of. That when you put this on here and you've glued it down, then you see that this card is going to stick out of your journal a little bit. So just be aware of that and don't make it stick out so far. Like, I wouldn't want to put this tag in here simply because this is going to get worn and torn up. The same thing with my little tags even. Putting my little tags here, they're going to be about the same. I'm probably not going to put it in a journal this size. So that being said, do whatever you want to do, but just keep in mind, you don't want to put all that work into your journal and then have your piece, you know, not do pretty. So we'll put these back in here. How about we put them up straight though? And then I put 2 in here. I did not delineate that this is a double pocket. I just made it a double pocket because I wanted to put this is a little paper clip, hidden paper clip that I made. And since this is bird paper, I put a little bird on here, and I'm going to put him right in here, and he can slide right down in there, and I just pushed it that far. So then you have a real cute little paper clip extra helping hold it on. You could use this as a removable and just use that to clip in on your page and not glue it at all. And that would be fine too. Then you could take this out and move it or use it somewhere else. So that's entirely up to you. So, all right, well, let's get started and see what we're going to do here. So I'll put you right over there. And I've got my little tags here. So, all right, we're going to use our 6x6. This is 6 little sliver over 6 and a little sliver under 6. So, but since our birds are like this, I don't want to turn it this way and do it. Then my birds are all flying sideways. So I'm going to do it like this. We're going to put this right here. Now, I will tell you, on this one, I made this a little wider. Here you can see that that's pretty narrow at the top because I wanted to put these tags along the edge. Okay, but that tag is pretty big, and the bigger you make this piece, the smaller this piece is going to be. So after I worked with these for a little while, I kind of settled on about 3/4 of an inch. This one is about an inch, almost an inch and a quarter for this to be this wide. So we could save us almost 3/4 of an inch by going with the, let's see, where am I? With the 3/4 inch. So I'm going to go with the 3/4 inch here, turn it over and do 3/4 of an inch here. And our little tag will be a little bit bigger, and it gives you a little bit more room for your little tags that you're going to put in. Let's see, I folded that backwards. Let's turn this way. Turn this over here and over this way. So we can see already how much bigger this is. So see, it's going to be a good 1/2 inch bigger than this one. So, all right, let's get our little corner punches here. And let's see, let's use this one and this one. And then I'm going to go ahead, I've got 4 little tags here. I'm going to go ahead and punch them while I have the punch out. It doesn't have to be done in any order. It's just that, as a rule, I have found in my craft room that if I do one of those, and then I put this down somewhere, when it comes to time to do this one, I won't be able to find this. It's lost. So I'm going to do them all at one time right here, and I'm just using this one because I want the tags to match the folder or the pocket. And there we go. Now I can put this away and not have to worry about trying to find it again in a little bit. And I have all these little things, and oh well. I sweep my floor almost every time I get through crafting because this is what happens. So there we go. All right, so we've got all of our side punches done. Got everything ready. Now then, I'm going to ink. If I can find my ink. Lordy, lordy. And that is not what I wanted to use. This is what I wanted to use on here. And that is just a little tad. But I think that will still work. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm talking to myself, I'm sorry. We're going to ink around here. I will ink, excuse me, goodness. I will ink on the side here just because it is going to be on the edge of our page. So we want it to look pretty too. You don't want to be the only girl at the prom without ink. Okay, we're going to fold this one down. Okay, we're going to have to see how I do this. Do this around the edge. And then we will do this edge. Okay. Then we will come over here and try to figure out how we did that. And do it again. And we'll fold this right here. Okay, so then we're going to get our glue and glue these down. We are going to leave them to make a pocket. So we will have a pocket on this one. Leave it down. Let it stick pretty good. Okay, and we'll come over this way. Put our glue on and let it stick. Now then, this is going to go into my stash. So probably what I would do is with a pencil, I will put on here glue whole thing. And I write it some light enough so that if I decide not to do that, that I can erase that and there won't be a problem. But that's just a message to me. I'm 69, going to be 70 in a few months, and I have a hard time remembering sometimes. So when I get this, I won't remember what I had intended to do. So I write myself little notes and give myself little hints. Okay? So then we have that done. Now, my plan was to use this washi tape on this edge instead of the tickets like I used before. But let's see. If I put this right there, that is going to fold over slightly. And that would work. That would work. Okay. I haven't glued this down. Some of my washi tape's pretty old. It doesn't stick very good. I do have some thin washi here. Don't think that would look very good. I don't do yellow very much. So, don't have a solid yellow, but that kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? And we could use this one. And put that right down the center. I kind of like that. Okay, I like that. So we're going to use that. So what we're going to do is we're going to get us a little, not very straight, but a little line to go here. And we'll put this on right here. It doesn't look like that glue held very good. So I am going to, since I'm going to glue it down, I'm going to flip this over to the back so it will help hold this little pocket down. And just glue it. Nobody's going to see that because it's going to be glued into the page, so nobody's going to see that at all. All right, let's put a little dibble down the other side. And these are so simple to make, so easy to make. It would be a really good math making project, you know, and just do all of the little cards and then do all of the little inking and then all of the little whatevers, and that would be great. There we go. Okay. This is a closeness that I have with my crafting supplies. There we go. Put you back in there. And then we'll pull you up and fold you in here. Just to kind of help hold. That's going to be glued down too, so it's going to have an extra little cinch of strength there. So now our little pocket is made. So now we have these little tags. And we could use these little things. Since I decided not to use that, we could use those to put in our little pockets as well. These little tags, I forgot to tell you, are 2.5 by 2. So 2.5 long by 2 inches wide. And I had at one point, you know what, I think I decided I was going to put these on the tags. That's what I did decide when I got the washi tape. Duh, it all comes back to me now. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to ink all of these up real quick. And won't take but just a second. Well, it'll take longer than a second, but one done. Alrighty. So I hope y'all are all ready for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is this next weekend. Of course, by the time I post this video, Mother's Day will probably be over. So I should say I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. And all of my kids live so far away, it's really, really hard for them to come. So, you know, they're only off on the weekends, and that doesn't give you a whole lot of time to come when you have to drive 15 or 16 hours one way. So, but that's okay. That's okay. And then my grandsons are going to come later in the month, maybe around the 1st of June, and be able to stay with us for a bit. So, okay, I have all of those done. Let's get those little nubbins off of there. And let's ink up these little tickets. Now, these tickets are all birds of various and sundry kinds. So, I'm just going to put them. We'll do another one. There we go. There we go. Only have to ink one side of these because we're going to glue these down so nobody's going to see it. So there we go. Did I have any others? Or is that all of them? Well, that's only 4. Oh, I only need 4. Woohoo! I tell you guys, sometimes I amaze myself. I'm only putting one bird on one side. So let's just pick up one, and let's see here. Now I think that I am going to put them on here not straight so that it won't matter if they're a little crooked. So doing little crookeds is my go-to. I don't do things very straight. I never have. I don't understand, but I don't. Okay, so we're going to put a little ticket on that one, and a little ticket on this one. See what we have here. Let's put that one going the other way. We don't want to get into a rut here. Okay, that one has an owl on it. Okay, and our last one. There we go. Very cool. Very cool. I like the idea of putting the little tickets on there. That's kind of cute. And then if you wanted to put something on the back, you could put lines, you could put paper, you could put whatever, but my opinion is it's perfect, just like it is. All right, so we're going to put one in here and one in here. And then we're going to, and they don't have to sit like that. They could sit like this. I mean, that would work perfect as well. Let's do that. And I'm going to fold this one. We'll put you in there. Got glue on my fingers. All right, so we're going to put you right there. We're going to put you right there. And then again, that takes care of the hanging out of the page. So if we get our journal and we put this on here, you're going to put it right here, then you don't have that hangover on the edge, on your edge. If you do, now this one is a little smaller, so see, those are not too bad to have hang out. So you could hang two of them out like this and hang the other two like this. They stick out a little bit, but not much. They would still fit within the confines of the journal with no problem. So you don't see them sticking out too much. Little bit, but not bad. So that's entirely up to you to do what you would like to do with that. And if you wanted to use, I don't think that one's a very cool one to use. And my other ones fell off on the floor over here a while ago. So let's see if I can retrieve them. They're little bitty ones. I don't know where they went. There they are. Okay. These are those little bitty paper clips from Tim Holtz. And you could use these if you wanted to hold these in. And just put it right here. If I can see. And just put it right there, and it'll hold that little tag. It'll hold it in so that it doesn't flip out, because they do kind of tend to want to go somewhere else. But you could put another one down here. No big deal. They're not very big, so they're not very obtrusive. Let's try putting the paper clip on the right direction. It usually works better that way. Okay. And then there you go. You have an extra little nub in there to help keep your tags in. This side doesn't really need them. This side, more of it is out of the pocket than is in the pocket. So there we go. And this could be, like I said, for me, I'm going to make it permanent in my journal. So I'm going to glue this whole thing and stick it down. Then I have my little tags, have my little pockets, and it's all ready to go. There we go. You could do some more decorating on here if you wanted to. put purples and pearls on before, but this one is a little more, I guess, rustic-y, so I don't think the pearls would be perfect, but you could put flowers or whatever you wanted to on there. I'm going to leave it plain, and I think it'll be just fine. So there we go. We have this one, and we have this one, and there's my little tag coming right out of there. So there we go. Those are our page edgers, and try some, make some, experiment. This does not have to be 3/4 of an inch. This one is 3/4. This is 1 1/4 inch. Try 1 inch. Try whatever you want to try, and experiment with it and see what works, and see what works for you and what works best in your journal. And then you can make your little tags. They don't have to be that size. They could be a little bigger. We could take, let's do it on this side, because I hadn't got those paper clipped in, but you could do a bigger tag and do it on this side, and that would work just fine too. Just have one tag. You could make it longer and have it down here and do like a bookmark tag. It's entirely up to you. Whatever you want to do, you do you. And you could put some lace on it. You could grunge it up a little bit more. Do whatever floats your boat. So I hope you've enjoyed our little project today. And let's see, how did I have those in there? I had them sideways, didn't I? And I hope that you will give it a try. It is a great way to use up these 6x6 papers. You do not have to have double-sided. I have some that are double-sided, and I have some that are single-sided. You can always go back and color this. You can put paper on it. You can decorate it. So it really doesn't matter whether I sure didn't fold that very straight. The back is bigger. But, oh well. It's not a problem. It's nobody's gonna be able to tell that, because one's gonna be on one side of the page and the other one on the other. And so there you go. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll try it. If you do, take some pictures and put them down in the comments so I can see what you're doing. And awesome. Very quick, very short. Like I said, they'd be perfect for a mass make. And, you know, you could just make little tags all day long, and then whatever you wanted to do, however you wanted to do it. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of our creative family here at Pink Dragonfly Wings. And until then, I will see you next time, I hope. And until we come back next time, you be creative. Bye-bye.